Have you ever heard of the quote, all men are created equal? If you didn't know, this was said in the Declaration of Independence. This explains that everyone should have freedom and liberty. The Declaration of Independence was important because people wanted freedom and they didn't want to be controlled over British monarchy. People also disobeyed British rules, trying to let the British know they didn't want to be controlled by them. This resulted in Thomas Jefferson writing the Declaration of Independence. This wasn't that easy because if you signed the Declaration of Independence, you could be considered a rebel towards the British. In the colonies before Thomas Paine, people that disobeyed British rules wanted to end British monarchy. The British also put tax on a lot of things, such as tea, which people didn't like. This ended up motivating people to fight against the British. In January 1776, Thomas Paine published a revolutionary way of thinking about the government. He made a pamphlet titled Common Sense. He believed that governments by kings and rich aristocracy are corrupted and wrong. The government didn't value common people or grant them power. Paine believed that only independence and new government is right. The Second Continental Congress happened on May 10, 1775, and the meeting was held in Philadelphia. Delegates from the 13 colonies met in support of the American Revolution. This established American independence from the British. The purpose of this was that the Continental Congress assumed the normal functions of the government, appointing ambassadors, issuing money, raising the Continental Army, and appointing generals to lead the army. The Declaration of Independence was to stop the British from controlling the colonies and wanted freedom from the British. This wasn't all that easy, though at the time when the Declaration of Independence was being written, there was a war happening too. In the Continental Congress, there were five people: Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, Robert Livingston, Roger Sherman, and Thomas Jefferson. They decided that Thomas Jefferson should write it because he was the best at writing. This took him 2.5 weeks to write the Declaration of Independence. Introduction. Introduction states if you're going to declare for independence, you have to explain why. Preamble. It states that all men are created equal and should be given certain rights. Body. This is all of the wrongs that Britain has done to the colonies. Conclusion. The last part of the Declaration of Independence says that all the colonies are now free and independent. They also have the right to choose their own government. Although the people of America gained their freedom, not everybody agreed about the Declaration of Independence. People thought that we should wait till we get a stronger alliance with foreign countries. In the first round of voting, Carolina and Pennsylvania voted no, while New York and Delaware chose to not vote. On July 5th, copies were sent out. On July 8th, it was read on the balcony to the public. The next day, George Washington told his troops the news, and they were very excited. This resulted in them destroying the 15-foot statue of King George III. In conclusion, the colonies wanted freedom from Britain and tried, and it eventually worked. This resulted in the Declaration of Independence happening.